Hey, what's up, guys? Max here, and man, want to talk about something exciting. Obviously, you already know the Sigil. As you can see, I am a Sigil participant, and I went with the web store because the rewards are a bit better. Okay, you're going to be getting every time it renews. By the way, you're going to just there's a little bit of confusion, so we will explain a couple of things. One of the things, and I think was confusing to me at first too. Obviously, we sat on a good live stream. We had a lot of people participate, get some questions answers, which is really good. So if you go to the web store and you buy it from the web store, which is the same price, it's no extra cost, you're going to get a little bit extra. So you're going to get these units, which is $375, compared to buying it from the in-game situation store. If you buy it from in-game, I believe I can bring it up so you guys can see it here, but I'll talk to you as I'm looking it up for. You're going to be getting 300 units, so let's bring it up here. So in-game, you get 300 units every time for signing up for it, but you're also going to get every single month. Every single 30 days, it renews itself. It's on auto renewal. You're going to get 300 units, and you can see there, if you get it from the web store, it's 75 additional units, and the Sigil credits are very important, and we'll talk about that because you're going to get an additional 15 Sigil credits. Those might not seem like a lot right now, but it's impactful, especially when looking at stuff in the store. So everything that's going to get boosted, there's a lot of cover. I'll say this probably won't be able to cover everything, but I'll cover some of the most important things and kind of less strategy and kind of process that I am going to be going for this. And then at the end, if I remember, because sometimes this happens, I don't have a script per se for this stream. I'll try to remember, but we are going to kind of hope and just plea that Kabam, please does something, at the end. So let's go right into the tab. So right now we have the Sigil tab, as you can see there on the top. It looks very pretty. It's updated the way it looks. The breakdown, you open it up, you have that you have the unit store, you have the Sigil tab, it opens up and it gives you a breakdown. So you have the Sigil store. Bit nicely organized. This is on the iPad, by the way, so if you have a phone, it might be looking different. Every week, you're going to be able to buy this free bundle. There's no extra cost besides the $10 that you're paying. And every week, you're going to be able to get to 20 units. You're going to get 700 7-star shards. And now this is everything for a Valiant player. Level 2s, 2 of them. When it comes to level 4, level 5s. Some relic shards, 6 stones, 1 7-star 6 stones, and one of the biggest things that is going to be kind of important, especially for the levels that we're getting, the new big announcement that was done for the 10-year anniversary, that we have more levels past 60, which is this refined XP. That's already a benefit. There's tons of benefits packed into a $10 item, and I think for $10 across the board as a player, whether you're starting and you're taking this seriously, I think this is very important for new players. The cost, I would say, compared to a lot of things right now, if you're taking this game seriously, if you're playing this game quite consistently, the Sigil is worth it, And then I think if you sign up for the subscription, give it a couple of months, as you're getting into the subscription. And if you find yourself like, you know what? I feel like it's been like 4 months, 5 months, and I'm not feeling like a huge improvement. I don't feel like my inventory caps are like the best. My rewards aren't the best. And then you can cancel. But I would say to try it with the new update, it's definitely worth it, especially if you're a Valiant player and you're pushing and you're consistently playing the game. I think it's worth it. But covering everything we're getting here, kind of jumped myself ahead there, just telling you everything. So then you got the obviously the Sigil store. So this is the breakdown of the store. You're going to be trading in those credits, and those were the credits where I was referring to, which we'll come back and tell you kind of what I'm buying with it. Then you have the Black ISO store. We kind of missed out on the Black ISO store with a couple of champions, but now with Gentle being there, you can still buy the 10 crystals if you're like chasing champions and you like to like maximize the amount of times you're able to try to chase that champion. We're here, it's back, the crystals are back. I'm not doing that, but it's up to you. The featured crystals are there. All the smaller 4, 5, 6, 7-star crystals. As you can see, we already opened a 7-star crystal because we did it on the live stream, and that's kind of like what I wanted and one of the things I'm chasing. And then you have the other trade-in options, which are relic materials, and then the one that you saw me purchase already, which is the 7-star 6 stone. So we're at 106. Our cap inventory with the sigil is 125. So very important when it comes to the 7 stars. I would say huge importance, and it's important to have a good inventory. I mean, if you're still improving prestige, if you're still improving your champion's defensive, offensive features, obviously those are good. Okay, and some of the other benefits you're going to be able to get here at the bottom, as you can see, if you get it from the web store, from in-game, is 360 units, weekly bundles, the Sigil Scarlet Witch, Black ISO store, the story boost, which is huge for newer players. Again, if you're starting the game and you're still completing Act 1 and 6, the 30% boost is amazing, okay? You can't pass up on this if you're trying to push. If you're trying to get past that beginning stages and you're liking the game and you're trying to improve your roster and you're trying to expedite, because I remember when I was first starting, I was trying to get past level 10, level 15, level 20. You know, it was like a very cool journey of as I was completing more, and so as I conquer and got bigger and better, it felt really nice. So the boost, the $10 subscription, is going to help you for that. The resources boost, which is really nice, increase in gold, glory, loyalty, all resources we need, especially Valiant players, progression players across the board, energy rechargeables, all this stuff is amazing. Okay, just covering everything you're getting. Now, we'll cover some of the negative things, too, that I'm seeing already kind of on the forums post, kind of like the community voicing out, saying, hey, wait a minute. That's cool. But what about that? You sneaky kabam? We'll cover that too as well. All right. So let me tell you what I am chasing. So as you can see already, I got the weekly bundle. I purchased that. And as you scan through the rows, you're going to see that one of the first things that I got was this Sigil health potion, 25,001 potion. Now, as you can see the timeline there, basically it's 7 days. Sigil started a couple of hours ago. So we have a 6-day, 13-hour period. You can only buy this once a week. If you buy it, again, the credits, this is why it's important sometimes to go into the web store, you're going to get 15 additional credits. You use, basically the cost of this is, it disappeared. I think it was, I forgot the credit amount. I think it was 1 or 2 credits. And I believe the level 4 potion, which is what you're seeing there, I think it was 15 credits. I think that's what the cost was. Oh man, I know I have it on the live stream. I'll look it up and I'll stamp it here. But those are the 2 that I'm getting. Okay, the team level 10 credit option, I think I'm gonna wait on that. If we get content, we get kind of heads up, like maybe a month out, that hey, you know what, content's coming out. It's going to be wise to start picking up the level 2 team revives. Again, my experience level, I know I've been playing the game for 10 years and my roster's fairly large, but we slip up, we make mistakes. My reaction times might not be the best, so I do end up using these resources. And even though there's no content for me to do right now, Karina's challenges, acts are all completed. I'm maxed out on everything that needs to be completed. Kabam is building and creating content for us to do this year of 2025. We're at the beginning, we're at the start of the year. So it is wise to start stacking up these level 4 revives. These are not found anywhere else besides, prior to this, were found in options to buy for cash. So right now with the Sigil, you have an inventory cap of 25 plus anything you exceed after 25, and inventory gives you maybe 30 days before it expires. So you're going to be able to hold quite a bit. And again, the cap on this, the purchase limit of this, is only 4 per month. So even maybe consider even the level 2, but the level 2s are, I'll say why skip on the level 2s. But if you're still trying to get arenas, you're still trying to do all this content, I would maximize every single possibility to get those revives, especially if you're paying the $10 a month, you're getting the 75 credits, okay? And those are the 2 resources you're seeing there right at the top to begin with, okay? That's what I'm doing as a Valiant player. Now, there was options for you to get, I had enough to get a Titan Crystal, to get a 7-star Nexus Crystal, but I chose to go with the guaranteed 7-star Scarlet Witch. I do enjoy the Scarlet Witch. I have her as a 6-star, SIG 200, rank 5. When it comes to Battlegrounds, when she was available and usable, I used her there, and she's nice. With the stat focus, we have her Awaken now, SIG 20, and I think improvement on, I was messing with her Awaken abilities, SIG levels, and I found like SIG 100 was kind of a nice number to mess with inside, to see her potency and kind of her armor breaks and just controlling of regens and stuff like that. Actually, I might still have it here so you guys can see it. So I found myself that like at Sig 100, the percentages and like the potencies of the petrify, the armor breaks were like the power stings were dealing really good damage. Of course, if you're a big Scarlet Witch fan, you're just gonna want to take her up. You know, she does benefit a lot more damage, more bang on a rank 3. At 200. Potency of the petrify is 100%. The armor breaks are 1700, so you're dealing more damage, okay? The power stings, when you do get applied, those power stings against those mutant, skill, and cosmic champions are just going to be dealing 8,000 damage. Would be interesting to compare it to like a Spider, like Spider Ham, you know, what his potency is at a rank 3 when it comes to those power stings, and other champions that apply it too as well. There's a few more. So, very good champion. I would recommend going with the 7-star switch. You never know, you might want to use her. So ranking, taking her to rank 2, if you have the resources, would be wise to do, you know, and if you like your user, rank 3 is not a bad champion. Now, if we scroll on down, the other thing that I did a trade in, and this was 150,000 shards, I still remember, was the 6-star to 7-star crystal. I'm not a big 6-star crystal opener anymore. I sit on a big large inventory of them, and so I think once a month, if I have the possibilities to open a 7-star crystal, the conversion of me opening 15, the numbers were 15, so you get every 7-star crystal is 10,000 shards. It's 150,000, so it's 15 crystals to open. We did the math, and the trade-in feature is beneficial for anybody that sits with a lot of shards. And I in the comments in the stream, someone mentioned, which was really smart, hey, you're going to be missing out on ISO, the other resources you're going to need to level up and stuff. True. In my situation, I'm blessed to have a lot of other smaller crystals to be able to pick up ISO, and I do drought on ISOs as well because I just don't rank up. And when I do rank up, I rank up like crazy. But I have those smaller crystals and I can use that. So for me, the 6-star to 7-star trade inside the Sigil store is a big win, and I will be doing this if I can every month. Okay. The other thing, okay, is going to be this T4 Alpha Catalyst. It takes 20 to trade 1. Now, it's gonna. This is one thing you got to be a little bit worried about, and I haven't done it because I want to see where I'm gonna be collecting the T3 alphas to sustain the unbalance of the T6s and the T3s. So right now, there's no option to trade T6s for T4 alpha, T4 basics, right? Yeah, that's what it's called, right? Yeah, and but only T3s for T4 alphas. Okay, that is only the trade right now. And because of that, it's going to unbalance your inventory. So don't just go and do it because you're not even going to be able to rank up your 7-stars to rank 2, your 6-stars to rank 5 if you're still doing that. So right now, what I'm looking at, I'm going to start like focusing on increasing my T3s so that every month I am exceeding on my T3s. So it is wise and I can do this trade every month and it doesn't affect my balances and I keep a great balance overall. I might make a video separately to focus on where you should be looking at that because it's really important for you to keep that balance. Don't just go crazy on the trades and then trust me, you're going to put yourself in a situation where it just doesn't make sense and you're not going to be happy with the results. The other trade that you're going to see here is the 6 stones. 6 stones, we covered this on the live stream, but I'll cover it here very quickly because it's just a smaller recap. The 6 stones are important. You're going to be able to trade your 6-star 6 stones for 7-star 6 stones, 1 for 1. No, it wasn't 1 for 1. It was a 5 for 1, I believe. It doesn't matter. For me, at my level of playing, it doesn't matter because I collect 7-star 6 stones. I had over 100, I think, before the trade of the 6-star 6 stones. And so I rather have 7-star 6 stones because that is my chase. That is what I want the most. The 7 stars maxed out or the juicy spot. Like we talked about Scarlet Witch, Sigil Witch. I want to get her to 100. If I love her so much, I want to get her to 200. That's the best. So that would be a good, amazing trade. Now, there is places in the game for you to get 6-star 6 stones. One of them is going to be in the Trader's Outpost. Go into the Trader's Outpost. Make sure you're picking up your resource, your mysteriums, because that mysteriums is what's going to be needed for get some six stones. So we talked about incursions, you know, how incursions are kind of dead, and this might be a reason for you to just not even max it out, but just get to a couple of zones where you start getting the six stones and just, okay, cool, I got what I needed, I'm out, boom, let's go. I'm gonna do that trade at, you know, every 30 days or every 28 days or so on, right? So it's important to manage the things, and it might feel like too much going on, but trust me, once we get past the first day, and once we get past and figure out like a ongoing kind of like, it's not like every day you have to do it, but just a couple of things you got to just, hey, oh, I remember this, I remember this. And the good thing is, if you miss a day or miss another day, it doesn't affect you, because these timestamps, the only thing that you have to keep an eye on is the weekly reset, which is this one, which is the health pots or revives. Those are the ones you got to keep an eye on. Okay. Those are the trades that I'm doing. And I would say for newer players, for growing players, there's so much more other things to focus on. One of the things I talked about was the Mysterium cores, Mastery cores. These carbs are so expensive, 550 units. We just want to cover it really quick. For anybody that's a new player and growing and unlocking masteries, dude, you don't have to pay the 550 units that I had to pay at one point. And over the years and years and years, we got some for free where I wish I would have known, but again, you want to unlock the masteries to better offensively, better defensively. Your champions, you might be losing in battlegrounds, and you didn't even know. Masteries are so important on how much more damage you do, how you set up your masteries. We tweaked our masteries very quickly. Time out. Let me just tell you a story. On battlegrounds, like 2 days ago, it caused a headache for my opponent. We were in the live streams, we were chatting it up. I was like, bro, did you see that? And he's like, yeah, man. And it caught me off guard. That's how important masteries are. They're worth it. Now we have an abundance of these. Of course, for me, it doesn't make sense, but for newer players, such a big win on the Sigil. I think it's worth it. Again, you're not getting too many right away. It's only one a week, but as you pick these up, it's a good source to like be patient, and just the progression over time, you're going to be able to get it for a month, unlock the masteries you need. 50 of the I'm blanking right now. 50 of the credits to be able to get that basically every week. So if that's the direction you want to go instead of revives, you know, you figure out what a better play is for your account. Now, let's talk really quickly about the problem. The problem that I'm seeing in the comments in the forums is, why is Kabam now charging credits, right? 10 credits for the health boost, where it was completely for gold, and there is, in some cases, not everybody, but there's some cases in a good abundance of gold. Gold doesn't cost something. You can get gold from crystals, you can gold from this, you can gold from, there is a place to get gold in the game now. So the question was like, why are they being so stingy? Now, in the big picture of everything we're getting for $10, completely everything we're getting for $10, I would say that is not a bad trade. If that is the only thing we're going to lose as players, okay? If that is the one thing that I have to give up, which is a 20% boost, I'm fine with that, okay? And I understand that it's not the case for a lot of people. People are upset on that, and it's true. You should be upset because it is change. It has changed. It was cheaper and now it's more expensive. But that is the only one thing that I would say that is like the one that stands out the most, because the credits you're getting is not a lot, and so you have to manage the credits. So for me, I'm spending credits every week, and you only get them, by the way, once a month. Every time it renews, you get the 75 or the 60 credits. So as you get the credits, you got to spend them wisely. I'm not going to just drain my entire 75 credits when I get them, and you can't. I mean, you could if you just buy everything all at once, but not everything benefits me. And so the ones that I like pointed out, like the Sigil health potions, I'm actually considering that level 2. The more I talk about in the live stream, I think I am going to focus on that too. But I'm going to be picking these things up and then just stacking up my inventory, so when that content comes out, I can go ahead and do it. And now this kind of goes against to what Kabam Crash in his post kind of banquet kind of update, and kind of what he was seeing patterns about the community, and players like myself and maybe you watching are a bit savvy in controlling their inventories, what I was just talking about, that they're not using, you know, units for health potions, for revives and stuff like that. So in situations like this, we farm, we prep, we have a lot of places. Like I mentioned the level 2, and the reason why we're not buying the level 2 is because for every, let me show you here. Yeah, it's right here. Every daily event superstore gives you right here in this a level 2. Where's it at? No, close. Oh, sorry, right here. Right here. This is level 2. You get a level 2 every single day. So this is going to be always in an abundance, and you're going to be like, where do I use them? I'm like, I'm just, oh, who cares? I'm doing content, I'm questing, I'm doing whatever monthly quest, side quest, and I died. Oh, I have an abundance of these level 2s. So that you're going to notice as you claim them and your skill levels getting growing and growing, these are going to stack up and stack up. This, by the way, I talked about like making another separate video on where to collect T3 alphas. This is going to be possibly once I figure out, and I don't need the T5s because every day you're going to be able to get this. This is where you expedite the T3s. So I just want to drop a hint on probably the video that I'm going to be making, just kind of looking at everywhere in the game where you can kind of maximize this. But like I said, overall, the Sigil, I think it's a big win for the community, for the players from small beginning to large, Valiant. Players that even have everything in the game at the moment, I still think this is a win. It keeps them spending too much when it comes to other resources, units. That doesn't feel good to spend because the ideal chase in this game is going to be rank ups. How do I get my 7-star to rank 1, from rank 1 to 2 to 3 to 4? How do I get the new 7-star? How do I get how do I expedite quickly to the next level? How do I get more 6 stones? How do I get this champion awakened? How do I get the new champions? You know, that's kind of the chase right now in game. How do you how do you get more advantage to your opponent, to your teammate, to your friend, and beat them in PvP, you know, in battlegrounds? How do you beat them? How do you become more stronger for Alliance War offensively? Stuff like that. So that's kind of, I feel so far, the direction, competitive mode of the game. So paying $10 a month is not bad, you know, for all we're getting. Let me know your thoughts, guys. I know this was a long one. I try to be as fast as you can see. I was talking really fast, but there's so much to cover. There's so much to talk about. And I did want to give you my insights of why I'm doing this, what I'm thinking about doing this, how I'm thinking ahead, not just right now, of how I'm going to be playing the game for the next year of 2025. Hopefully that helps you out. Let me know if I missed something inside the description, maybe something else that I might have skipped that I'm not seeing, that people are possibly saying, hey, that's a bad trade, that's a bad option. But yeah, let me know what you feel, what your thoughts are on it. Take care, guys. Dude, it's awesome. Today, I was waiting for this day. Not only do we get the arena boost, plus more. Oh, here we go. Plus more. Arena Express mode. That was the one. We're back on the grind. As you can see, we took a pause on our goal for 50,000 units. I was trying to get there before the end of the month. We're on the 27th. We got to get to the grinding, and we're back on the arena grind. So let's see if we can still manage to get 4,000 units by the end of the month. I don't know. That seems like a stretch, but we're going to try. Let me know your thoughts, guys. Take care, man. I'm excited for this. All right. Peace.